Crack.
Yes. Welcome back to another episode of Above the Rim presented by Afterthought Sports. I'm Austin Townley with James Derrick. Man, we are back after a week.
Yeah, it's been a little more than a week technically, but
10
we're
days.
back, so it's sort of
10 days. Whatever. Above the Rim, the NBA Finals are upon us. We're about halfway through. Pacers are up 2-1. Before we get into the episode, I just want to say, if you're not following already, follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok, follow the Kick. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Afterthought Sports. I'll leave them down below. Yeah, I feel like we never tell you guys to subscribe, never tell you guys to like, but it would be awesome if you hit the subscribe button. It would be awesome if you hit the like button. We would appreciate it greatly. I've been streaming on TikTok Live recently and on Kick. So if you want to check out like behind the scenes stuff of me going into planning stuff, or you want to see more just kind of like lifestyle things and me just like reacting to stuff, check out the live streams on TikTok and Kick. And also, would you guys want to see some IRL basketball content?
they could watch me cook, y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, they could see the best shooter on YouTube.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying. No, I'm talking about me.
Okay.
Come on, bro. You know I'm talking about me.
All right.
I got the Sparkling Blue Raz Edition Celsius today.
Hey, I like that. You got to change it up.
Good kick.
I think my favorite flavor is like, what's that? Like raspberry peach one. Tastes like
like a peach ring.
Tastes like peach rings. But that one, you got to change it up. Throw a little blueberry in there once in a while or something else.
Blue Raz.
But
yeah, I just wanted to, start the episode off a little different today. I want to make sure everybody knows that we're on all social media platforms. And if you're not following us already, you're doing it wrong, bro.
Yeah.
You should be following Afterthought Sports on everything.
It's a lot more digestible, all the content on, social media too. You don't have to stick around for a whole hour and watch the pod,
So I'm saying, if you follow us on TikTok, you can see the shorts of the pod. And then maybe if you want to watch the whole episode, come on over to the YouTube. You can watch the whole episode.
Sure. We take a lot of things out of context on social media, so
that is true. We do upload a lot of the clippable moments, the more out of context things, and a lot of things I do edit to make it sound and look different than it actually was on the podcast. So
got to do what you got to do.
Got to do what you got to do. But with all that being said, episode 15 of Above the Rim.
I feel like we've low-key done more than that, but
if you really want to get to the nitty-gritty net gains, we're at like episode 20.
Yeah.
But Above the Rim's at 15. Because I actually, what's funny today on TikTok Live, I gave the origin story of Afterthought Sports when there was like 60 people on.
Yeah. Hey,
hey man,
everyone has to know.
Gotta start somewhere. And honestly, we should make a video about that, explaining the whole Afterthought Sports like origin. I feel like that'd be cool.
Yeah. Throw the 5 of us in a room.
Just talk about it.
Goof.
Yeah. Goof. All right. Well, let's talk about basketball. NBA Finals.
I guess.
If we must.
Game 4 tonight.
Yep. As of when we're recording this, Game 4 is tonight, 8:30. Man, the Pacers are up 2-1.
Yeah, this is an interesting part. I mean, this is probably the best time to make an episode in the middle of the series.
100%, bro.
Because when you think about it, like OKC could win Game 4 and then win Game 5 at home, and this series looks totally different.
But
we're frozen in this period of time as soon as this episode gets put out, where the Pacers are up 2-1. I think that's fun. Maybe because I think it's not that likely that they keep a lead. However, I didn't think they were going to win Game 3 either. I mean,
I don't know, bro.
It's
crazy.
I have them winning the series just because I believe in them. I'm still very shaky thinking like, how are they going to win this game? I don't know. But they do it. They do it.
Here's the thing, right? I want the Pacers to win. I do. I'm honestly on the track to now. I think they're gonna win, and it's not me just wanting them to win anymore. I actually think this team's gonna win the finals.
Pacers fans, you really hate to see that. You really hate to see Austin think you're gonna win, because his teams don't win anything.
That is true.
That's true. It's true.
Shit.
When's the last time you were rooting for a team and they won something? Count the Yankees too. I'm a Yankees fan. We lost.
Wow.
The Suns lost. Syracuse, I mean, we go far in the tournament occasionally. We never win.
It's been, dude, it hasn't been since like 2016, 2018.
And we got some 4-stars coming in this year.
Yeah, we'll be decent.
No,
Keon Anthony,
hey,
I love him.
relax. Hey. But anyways, less about Syracuse. You just hate to hear that. I'm really sorry, Pacers fans, but Austin officially thinks you guys are going to win. We'll see how that ages. This would be a good TikTok, actually.
Dude, that's bullshit. I think, oh my Lord, between college, NBA, NFL, and MLB,
Yeah, your Cowboys, too.
then I'm Syracuse and Bonaventure for college. Yo. Yeah, wow. My favorite teams haven't won anything. I've seen two of my favorite teams lose in the finals, like in the World Series of the finals.
To be fair, I'm not much better. I just loved LeBron James a lot when I was like 8 years old.
But you watched him
like 10, well, not like 10 years old. I watched that, foreshadowing what I'm going to talk about later in the video. But I don't know. It would be better if I thought you were going to win. Now he thinks you're
what the
win.
hell, bro?
Like, well, I mean,
what, are you better than me?
I think you're going to win, but it would be better if just me thought you were.
Oh, you're like
win.
better than me or some shit?
I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I'm just saying look at the track record.
Oh, okay.
It'd be like breaking a championship drought for you, you know?
Guys, you heard it here first. James Derrick is better than Austin.
It's not what I said, but it's all right. It's all right. Continue, Austin.
No. That's literally what you said, bro. Anyways, whatever. I think the Pacers are going to win now. I think the momentum shifted. I think whoever wins this game won't, for certain, wins the series. I mean, it's almost like every time. Whoever wins game 4 wins the series. Because if the Pacers win tonight, they're up 3-1. The only person that's ever come back 3-1 is LeBron. Think about that. SGA, you're good. You're not LeBron.
And the Thunder, they're too nonchalant to come back down 3-1. You know what I mean?
You know, yeah. One thing that I did want to like emphasize, and I said this on the live the other day. Chet Holmgren looks like he looks lost sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Miles Turner low-key like owns him.
There's a couple possessions that we could talk about in particular, but you know, specifically towards the end of the game, Miles Turner, he just brought the intensity a little better than Chet did. I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, on the defensive side of the ball, at least when it gets down to crunch time, I feel like you feel it a little more from the Pacers defensively, specifically, where
100%.
they are up in everyone's grill, and you just feel like no matter what, on offense, the Pacers, they get a shot that you're okay with, no matter what. And it's weird to see that from the Pacers and not the Thunder at this point.
I know. It's really weird, dude.
Yeah.
It's actually, I don't really understand it, in all honesty.
Who do you think is actually going to win tonight, game 4 in Indiana?
Indiana.
You think
I actually
Indiana's
do.
gonna win?
I actually do because the last game, Indiana was really pushing the pace. And Siakam was cooking.
Mm.
Tyrese Halliburton was cooking. Near triple-double. I think he was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. I don't know, man. I think the Pacers got it tonight. And I think that's going to be the final little, all right, they got it. Because come on, when you're up 3-1, I don't know, they could pull a Phoenix Suns, though.
I don't know. Something interesting to think about. I think, you know, specifically Tyrese Halliburton, he's responded so much differently to the pressure that Oklahoma City has given him than someone like Anthony Edwards. And I'm not saying let's start a dialogue, Tyrese Halliburton versus Anthony Edwards. However, it is worth noting that one team's winning, one team's not. And a lot of it has to do with those aforementioned star players. I mean, Tyrese, he's averaging almost 18, 7, 8. He's shooting 51% from the field, almost 40% from 3 in the finals. Whereas Anthony Edwards, I mean, he averaged his 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 28% from 3 in that conference finals. He shot 47% from the field. That's a little better. But something you also have to point out is the fact that Tyrese Halliburton has shot 0 free throws, where you know Anthony Edwards was at least getting to the line. I think that makes up for the difference in points, to be completely
100%,
honest.
100%.
But maybe teams should start thinking, you know, we need a playmaking first superstar on our team, because, I mean, look at the difference when you're facing so much pressure, when you have a playmaking first star player versus a score first star player, and the difference is winning. Anthony Edwards still got his points, but it's
they're in the same draft class. They're in the same draft class. They both played for Team USA, and Tyrese Halliburton was the one that didn't get any minutes. I actually still disagree with the fact that he didn't play. I still disagree that Jason Tatum didn't play. I will say for Team USA, though, every time I saw Tatum on the floor, the team didn't flow like it should have. Yeah. When I saw Tyrese Halliburton on the court, the ball was zipping. Him and Bam Adebayo have a crazy connection.
That would be fire.
That would be
him
awesome.
And Bam on the same team again.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be really nice.
But yeah, like you were saying, having a playmaking first star compared to a scoring first star, that might be the move going forward. And Anthony Edwards is a score first player, but 23 points per game in the conference finals is not enough from Anthony Edwards, who's, by the way, working out with Michael Jordan right now.
Yeah, someone who averaged like 27 points, 28 points maybe over the course of the regular season. And he wasn't able to rely on the role players like Tyrese Halliburton was able to. In games that the Pacers have won in this finals, Obi Toppin, their first guy off the bench, is plus 31.
Oh my God.
Plus minus. And he's averaging 24 minutes a game.
Obi Toppin should be in the finals MVP conversation. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
No.
That's a little ridiculous.
He has one of the greatest points per minutes ever.
Well, that's the point I'm trying to make. Is in games they've won, you can clearly see the reliance on the role players when they come off the bench and just they help this offense almost more than the starters do.
Yeah,
it's insane. And then you look at someone like Cason Wallace. Yes, he's starting for the Thunder, maybe playing less minutes than someone like Alex Caruso who comes off the bench. In games that the Thunder have lost, he's minus 23 in the plus minus, and he's averaging 33 minutes a game. So the Thunder need to find some kind of way for their role players to step up. You know what you're going to get from J-Dub. You know what you're going to get from Shea. But the Pacers are utilizing their bench and their role players so much better, and I think a lot of that is Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, yeah, 100%. A lot of it is also coaching, too. I mean, Rick Carlisle, he's great coach, phenomenal coach. I mean, the Pacers had a really rocky start to the start of the season. Tyrese Halliburton was hurt for a while. I think Siakam was hurt for a little bit. They had a rocky start, but they have a fully healthy squad now. Going into the playoffs, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody. I didn't see anyone having the Pacers in the NBA Finals. I didn't see anyone having the Pacers in the conference finals.
I didn't see me.
Shit, I don't think anybody had the Pacers winning against the Bucks. To be completely honest with you,
healthy Bucks, I'm taking the Bucks. I'm sorry.
Like, this shit is kind of unreal. Like,
I don't know ball.
This is one of the most historic underdog runs ever. And if they win the finals, come on. It's got to be one of the greatest underdog stories in history of basketball, at least in recent history.
Yeah, and also worth noting, it is 2-1. We're in Indiana tonight, and odds for the Thunder to win the finals are still in their favor at like minus 220 or something like that, which is ridiculous.
That's stupid.
Hey, they're still underdogs. They're up 2-1 playing at home with a chance to go up 3-1, and they're underdogs.
Bro, that's dumb.
Hey, got to prove everyone wrong.
Maybe, I think the Pacers are going to do that. I think the Pacers are going to prove everyone wrong, bro. Like, you really think the Thunder's going to win the finals right
now? They'd have to like really switch it up. The momentum's going to have to shift in some way, shape, or form. And I don't foresee a way for them to do that right now. I mean, winning in Indiana would help, but
they would take home court back if they won in Indiana tonight.
I don't know how they can do it with how well Indiana's playing right now. They're a well-oiled machine.
I don't know. I think a lot of it is Oklahoma City's rotation. They're not starting the right guys. Why the hell is... No offense. Cason Wallace is really good. He's a really good basketball player. Why isn't Alex Caruso starting? The guard, Tyrese Halliburton.
Caruso's been playing decently well.
Tell me why the hell Cason Wallace, who's been a bench player majority of the year, is now starting in the NBA Finals. I talked about this on the stream the other day. Bro. He's great. Cason Wallace is great, but why is he starting? I think he does better in the limited minutes. I really do. And same with like Aaron Wiggins. Aaron Wiggins comes in for a few minutes every now and then, and he's actually changing the game. You see a lot of highlights from Aaron Wiggins this finals. He's playing really well. I think it comes down to rotation and, who's ready for the moment. I think the Pacers are more ready than the Thunder. And I said this, damn, this feels like forever ago. I said this in like a really early episode. The Thunder are going to make a finals before they win a finals. And it's happening right in front of our eyes, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally happening in real time. Chet Holmgren is clearly not ready. Like, he's just not. This is technically his rookie season.
Yeah, and you get more impactful minutes almost from Hartenstein than Holmgren. Yeah, that wasn't quite correct.
Sorry, last year.
Yeah.
Technically, because he missed the majority of his rookie season. But I don't know, dude. I just think it's... you can't just be SGA and J-Dub. And the Pacers have the formula down. It's a team. It is a team sport.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised, just as you were mentioning, if Alex Caruso did play a lot more minutes and actually started Game 4 tonight, to be completely honest. I'm sure the Thunder coaching staff is aware of Cason Wallace's struggles, and he'll still play, but I wouldn't be surprised if Caruso started. No, not at all.
No. Reggie Miller was courtside at the game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Show the fandom. Come on. That's a Pacers legend, Indiana legend. Reggie Miller. Shooter!
Yeah, like you said, jersey tucked. He was ready to hop in.
He was ready to. He actually only had the front tucked in and the rest was untucked. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a little bit of a questionable choice. It seems like he really just couldn't choose and he wanted to go, like a halvesy.
Yeah, he couldn't figure out how he wanted to rock it.
Yeah, I don't, just, stick to it, You're going to tuck it, tuck it. You might look a little nerdy, but tuck it. Whatever.
I look stupid a lot of the time.
Who doesn't? I look stupid a lot of the time.
Listen, bro.
Look at our TikTok comments. Apparently, at every waking moment.
Yo.
We're stupid.
Time out. The comments, yo. This shit is hilarious.
They get me going. I love the comments.
Me too. Like, people will sit here and like make hate comments and stuff. Dude, I think this shit is hilarious. I eat it up. Like,
yeah.
Podcast equipment needs to be more expensive.
I mean, that's just a classic.
That's so good.
I love seeing that.
I think I see that comment on majority of our TikToks.
I literally heart those comments.
Me too. And guess what? You still watched the video and you still liked it. And you probably followed us. So thank you. And you commented. So you gave us engagement. Thank you. I don't think you guys realize what you're doing when you're commenting because that's just giving us more engagements and stuff. So I appreciate the hate. It honestly helps.
Yeah, and maybe we'll get more expensive equipment. I don't know if that's what you really want from us.
I mean,
I
what? You want me to drop like 4 bands on like microphones and like a deck? Like, come on.
Yeah, we don't have that.
We're college kids.
We don't have any money. I'm sorry.
Do you have money?
No, I don't have money and I'm stupid.
Yep.
I guess.
We're we actually joke about this all the time. We're like we're looking at the dumbest people at St. Bonaventure.
We might be. I mean, there are people there, they're learning chemistry, physics, biology. Man.
We're recording a podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. What have we learned? I mean, like
we know nothing.
We learn how to apply like things that we've already learned, maybe from high school. And don't get me wrong. Actually, we have learned.
We do learn. I mean, we do learn.
Professors at St. Bonaventure, great school.
Great people, great school, wonderful professors.
Not just great professors, but great people.
Yes. But
when you put it in the context of like some people know like physics, biology, chemistry.
Yeah, no.
I'm not as smart as those people.
No. We're sitting here recording a podcast talking about basketball. But who's having
And we're not even talking about basketball right now.
No, we're not. We're actually just talking about us, which is funny.
Talking about how stupid we are.
We're actually talking about how stupid we are. Like, I don't know. Hey, man. Hours upon hours of studying and like just stress all the time and just agony. Or you go right a little bit. You learn about how to, use your space and use your platform and then you actually do it and have fun.
I'm having fun.
Taking that every day of the week, man.
Dude, I don't care if I'm making $10,000 a year doing this.
For real.
This is my career.
Oh, 100%.
Can't get rid of me. Sorry.
I would do this if I'm getting paid nothing and work a stupid job on the side. Like,
yeah,
this is fun. This is what I like doing.
Sorry, guys. Not getting rid of us.
Nope. We're not going anywhere, bro. We're not going anywhere. We've worked way too hard to get where we're at right now. and we're just going to keep working harder.
Yeah.
So
Back to basketball. Take us where we're going next.
All right. Where we're going next. I got a KD jersey on today because, well, this is probably one of the last moments, one of the last days I'll be able to wear this jersey and say Kevin Durant is a Phoenix Sun.
Let's just marinate in that.
Just going to have a moment of silence for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, he was a good son.
Great son.
He's raised your appreciation for him. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I will 100% back that. Before Kevin Durant was traded to Phoenix, I knew he was, an all-time great. He's a superstar, megastar, whatever. He joined the Suns, and I shit you not, in the first game, I was like, holy shit, this dude's a go. Like, that is how easy your perspective actually can change on a player when, one, they're on your favorite team. And two, it's like you don't watch them every day. But then I started watching Kevin Durant every single day, and I'm like, damn, this dude is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And I underappreciated him. And now I'm devastated, to say the least.
Yeah, you should be devastated after seeing some of the hypothetical Kevin Durant trades that were on ESPN this morning. Not saying these are bad hypothetical trades. Honestly, the fact that these are realistic should make you think, oh, crap, we're really screwed. For ESPN's Bobby Marks, he says a hypothetical trade to, let's say, the Timberwolves would look like the Timberwolves get Kevin Durant, and in return, the Suns get your favorite, Rudy Gobert.
Oh my God,
Dante DiVincenzo, Mike Conley, and then a first rounder this year. Hey, Kevin Durant. That's
horrible.
I know it's not good, but like Kevin Durant is old, dude. He's old. I mean, he could hoop till he's probably 45. I don't
give a rat's ass how old Kevin Durant is. It's Kevin Durant. It's literally Kevin Durant, bro. Like, oh my God, people. Yes, he's old. Whatever. He averaged 27 points per game last season. Who gives a shit? Who cares?
Hey, you could use Rudy Gobert.
I'd rather never watch basketball again if Rudy Gobert is a Sun.
I feel you. I'm really sorry. But you also get Mike Conley. Shout out Mike. Hey, Mike Conley's a really good basketball player. The only concern I have is, he's definitely towards the tail end.
I'm sorry.
Say you're sorry, dude.
I'm so sorry. That should not have happened. I'm sorry.
But I'm just saying, you get a first rounder. It's the 17th overall pick. This is a realistic trade, though. You know that, right? Like this is what you're probably going to get in return.
Mike Conley's older than Kevin Durant.
No, he's not.
He's a year older.
How old is he?
37. KD's 36.
Wow. Mike Conley, mad respect. You've been hooping for a minute, dude.
Yeah, and he was shit this year. Listen, bro. If we go ahead and get Mike Conley, who can't even guard a traffic cone, he can shoot threes, but he'll move the ball. I like his playmaking. But he's short, and he's going to be old. And, dude, Rudy Gobert is literally like, oh, my God, I'd rather have Thomas Bryant, dude. I'm not kidding. I would 100% rather have Thomas Bryant than Rudy Gobert.
No, you would not, bro.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would rather have Thomas Bryant than Rudy Gobert. Are you kidding me? Hey. Thomas Bryant can shoot. That's the whole point of basketball is shoot.
Get Rudy in the lab, dude. Teach him how you shoot so well.
The lab would cry if Rudy Gobert stepped in it.
The lab would cry.
The lab would be like, oh, hell no, nah, if Rudy Gobert popped in.
Hey, he was...
Clearly doesn't go very often. Just saying.
Defensive player of the year. At one point.
At one point. How many years ago?
I try not to think about Rudy Gobert that often, but hey, this is just one hypothetical.
Do you have any others?
Don't get carried away. No, that's the one that they mainly showed on ESPN this morning.
Here is the hypothetical that I need to happen right now.
It's going to be so Suns favored. It's not even funny.
Kevin Durant and Royce O'Neal for Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Sohan, and pick 14.
No, that's really not that bad, actually.
That is what I want. Jeremy Sohan to come play point guard. He's 6'8". He can play defense.
The Spurs got a couple first rounders, eh? don't they?
They have 2 and 14, and they have something else too.
Yeah. So,
dude, I would love a backcourt of Sohan and Devin Booker. Sohan to move the ball and play defense. Perfect.
yeah, they ranked most likely, places for that were going to land Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
and the Spurs.
it's San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs were up there. They just all the young talent. They've got picks. They've got anything that the Suns want.
So apparently he's going to get traded in the next few days.
Wemby and KD and De'Aaron Fox and Castle and
Keldon
Johnson. Oh, they could trot out a lineup. They could also.
They still have Malik Brahim. I don't know how to say his name.
Something like that.
But he's good. He's pretty good. They have good young guys. Dude, I actually like. I don't think you like everybody understands how bro.
You guys are gonna be fine as long as you can get some draft picks. I mean, you'd like something a little bit more in the future, almost, in my opinion, just because you don't have anything at all, and you want something to fall back on.
Really?
But you'll take something this year.
The Suns have no future assets.
This is a good draft.
What?
You'd almost argue that 14 is too high.
14 is awesome. If we can get the 14th pick. Also, guess what else happened yesterday? Bradley Beal. Nah, my wife and my kids are happy in Phoenix. I'm not going anywhere. You know what, Bradley Beal?
You own his jersey.
I do. It's a fire jersey.
Yeah.
But he sucks.
If Bradley Beal was in this room, you'd kiss his feet.
No, the hell I would not.
Yes,
Bradley
you would.
Beal?
Yes, you would.
Bradley Beal?
Yes, you would.
Hell no.
You can't keep saying outlandish things about Bradley Beal. If he walked in that door right now, you'd go, oh, Bradley, and you'd jump into his arms.
No, I don't like him at all. He's my least favorite son of all time, dude.
Yo, you are straight lying right now.
I'm not straight lying. I didn't buy the jersey. My parents did. I love the jersey. It's awesome.
we're going to find out right now. Bradley, come in.
Oh, hey, dude. Get out. Go back to Phoenix where you want to be, bro.
All right. Yeah, he would never come here.
But yeah, I guess they're trying to trade him before the draft.
You should go on his lives, Bradley Beal's lives. I don't know if he actually goes live at all, but just be like, if you ever see those things with Los, it's like, come to Syracuse and you will perish.
Wait. I was on TikTok live earlier,
and someone
said, come to Denver, Colorado, and you will wish you cherished your life. What? What did I do?
Hey,
I'm sitting here talking about basketball.
I love that stuff. We need more of that. We need more of that.
Actually funny.
We need more of that in like day-to-day conversation, Just, talking to somebody, maybe you guys have a little bit of an argument. Oh, well, come near my house, you'll perish. A little bit more of that.
Come near me, you wish you cherish your life.
What other trade buzzes there around the league, Austin?
The Celtics are focused on trading Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, and Sam Hauser. They're also taking calls for Jaylen Brown, and they want 4 first-round picks at least for him. That's crazy, bro. I would trade him if I'm Boston.
For 4 first-round picks, sure. That's not happening. Who's like, with Kevin Durant still out there, who's calling the Celtics like, how's Jaylen Brown doing?
I think everybody is.
Really? Right. Well, but that's not what's going to happen in the.
If I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I'm calling them and I'm like, yo, I'll give you everything for Jaylen Brown.
I can't wait to see how the Brooklyn Nets screw that up.
If I'm the Miami Heat, bro, I'm giving up anything I can for Jaylen Brown. Make Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero stay. I'd do anything to get Jaylen Brown if I'm the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
For real?
I feel like it might be best for both teams, regardless of who's involved, that Jaylen Brown stays a Celtic and they don't trade any assets for him.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely to happen. He'll probably not go anywhere.
Yeah. But trading Kristaps, Drew, Sam Hauser, you can throw in there, whatever.
Where do you want to see Kristaps and Drew Holiday?
I'm really just thinking a team like the Heat, man. No, more realistically, I'm not sure if I really care. I mean, not to shit on Drew Holiday or anything, but he's definitely played a smaller role in the Celtics. They have a lot of talent, but I don't know if I can, foresee him returning to a all-star level wherever he's traded. He's definitely not good. He's a great defender. I'm not sure. I actually wonder how the metrics treated him this year. I haven't looked at that, but
I'm not sure.
Kristaps, man, he can stroke that thing, bro. But
yeah, he can.
I don't know if either of those guys are really like game changers for whatever team they go to.
I think Kristaps could be.
He could be. I mean, hey, I don't know. Really, can he be? Can he? He's the reason a team performs so much better from
if he's
last year to next year.
I don't know.
I'm saying he's healthy. He plays 82 games.
Yeah, he'd be effective. Remember when he played with Washington?
How good was Washington?
I mean, they were dog ass, but they were better with him than without him.
Yeah, well, not a game changer.
No, okay. I think would be a cool team for that.
Yeah, I mean, we can think about cool teams. I mean, that's why I didn't name anyone, because I just thought I don't see him like joining a team and all of a sudden they're just like so much better.
No, I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's like that. I don't know.
It doesn't really matter what team we want to see him on either, because, I mean, the Celtics are only going to trade with a team that's delusional enough to possibly give them 4 draft picks for Jaylen Brown. And then maybe they'll say, we don't want to do that. We'll take Kristaps. Something else, I
don't know, dude. I feel like, I don't know, like, yeah, I'm not sure, dude. I really can't come up with a good team for Porzingis. I think
he'll probably end up going to a team that does not matter.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I
think Drew Holiday is going to be on the Clippers.
Drew Holiday on the Clippers? Ooh.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of nice.
That'd be cool. Him and James Harden in the backcourt would be really cool. If Harden stays.
Yeah, and I wonder how Harden will produce next year, even, another year.
He was an all-star this season. Was he All-NBA?
Another summer of eating food.
He loves eating food, bro.
They got good food out in LA. Anything you want.
Shit, you know where I really want to see Jaylen Brown? Like, dead ass.
Where?
The Atlanta Hawks. That'd be awesome.
Finally get Trae Young some help.
I think that'd be
utterly
awesome.
failed every year.
The Hawks could probably offer like Jalen Johnson and 3 firsts, and I would take that if I'm Boston.
Yeah, dude. Jalen Johnson.
He's good.
Talk about a beast.
Yeah, he's
just
good.
Someone that you'd want on your team for the next, coming years.
Defensive beast. They still have Dyson Daniels. They still have Zachary O'Shea. So first overall pick last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jaylen Brown and the Hawks would be actually awesome, but I don't know. Trae Young they don't help him. They don't help Trae Young. Atlanta they don't even try. They got DeJounte Murray. Bro. He didn't do shit.
You know what? They are probably a profitable NBA franchise. That's all. Sometimes that's all the owner cares about.
Yeah.
Sorry.
More trade buzz. Darius Garland and Jarrett Allen.
You'd really wish the Cavs could keep this whole squad
run it back healthy next year. Yeah.
Yeah. Darius Garland has, he had his issues last year, staying healthy, and he didn't play very well. Obviously he was fine this year. I don't know. I feel like it might still be a concern for him. Jarrett Allen. I don't know. He was such a
big.
A
2 all-stars right here. 2 all-stars right here. Come on, guys. I would love to see Darius in Minnesota. That would be sweet. Finally give Anthony Edwards that point guard. And then Jarrett Allen. Listen, man.
He could play. I almost see him as like in his prime, kind of buffed out Steven Adams kind of guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven Adams is obviously, people say he's the strongest in the league, still. But, awesome. Plays that same kind of role. He would play a very good 5 for whatever team, and a lot of teams could take that. Your Suns could use it.
Yeah, Phoenix, they just won't end up with him.
Yeah, no, but
Jarrett Allen, I think Jarrett Allen would be really, I'm going to say it again, Atlanta, bro. Like, Trae Young, he's really good at throwing lobs. I'm not going to lie. He would find Jarrett Allen every single time. There could be like a Clint Capella swap, something like that. I don't know. I think Jarrett Allen probably has more trade value than Darius Garland might. in all honesty, because he's an all-star big man. There's not really a lot of all-star big men.
No, and I will say it's been a lot of the buzz over the course of this playoffs talking about the double big lineup with OKC, or the double big lineup. I know it was effective when Houston used it.
Yep.
There's a lot of teams probably that we're not even thinking about that already have a certified big man,
like
that
the Grizzlies
could still use Jarrett Allen, maybe in a double big lineup like that.
The Grizzlies with Jaren Jackson Jr. That'd be cool.
They already got Zach Edey though.
They got Zach Edey though, and that's a good duo. I think Jarrett Allen, the dream scenario for Jarrett Allen, I think, would be to end up on the Los Angeles Lakers playing next to Luka. Luka is really good at throwing lobs. He's gonna find him every single possession if he's open. I mean, it's Luka Doncic. He looks like he's getting in the best shape of his life right now. There was a video of him lifting or squatting or something like 275 with ease, bro. And I was just like, Luka Doncic?
In shape?
In shape. And it's not like it's an angle of Luka that I'm seeing. Like, no, like if you go on Twitter and you look up Luka Doncic, he looks different right now. Like he is visibly slimmer, visibly in better shape. So I think Jarrett Allen and the Lakers would be sweet.
If only Dallas could have just done something like that,
yeah,
really.
Maybe just be like, hey, why don't you just not be fat?
Instead, they just traded him.
Mega stupid.
And took his beer away when he tried to celebrate after the Western Conference Finals last year.
Mega dumb for that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, dude. Darius Garland. Man, I really want to see him on the Timberwolves next year. I think that'd be really cool. What other team would you want to see Darius Garland on?
I know you mentioned the Timberwolves. I think that might be one of the better fits. We just talked about how Anthony Edwards could use a little bit more of the role playing guys that could make open shots. Not that Jaden McDaniels or Nickeil Alexander Walker can't do that, but Darius Garland, at an exceptional level can make threes and play make on his own. But Darius Garland, wouldn't be surprised, depending on how some things go. There are a couple teams that come to mind that you think need some kind of upgrade. I think the Pistons might come to mind for some people. The Knicks, they just lost, but they already got Brunson. You're not really sure how that would fit. And then in the West, the Clippers we already mentioned, they kind of already have a squad that is good without Darius Garland. I feel like he's obviously the best fit on the team he's on now. But like I said, Pistons, they could use a shooter like Darius Garland.
What about the Orlando Magic?
Now, the Magic take a little load off Paulo, Franz. I mean, hey, we know they can score.
Oh, yeah.
But they need something on that team that could just light it up for 40 one night. And not saying Franz and Paulo can't.
They can.
They absolutely can. But their team totals in terms of offensive production are below a lot of the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we know what Darius Garland can do when he's playing well and he's healthy.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I think another thing that people should look at more, and I think would be this could be the missing piece. If Derek White got traded to the Denver Nuggets, imagine the Denver Nuggets picked up Derek White, a guy that will defend the other team's best player, a guy who can also shoot the lights out, and the guy that's going to make every hustle play, take a load off Jokic. I don't know what they gave up for him. It's probably something good because Derek White's been very good. I think Denver needs to make some changes this offseason, for sure.
Yeah, Denver in need of an upgrade too. You almost think Darius Garland
in Denver. Maybe they give up on Jamal Murray.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird situation over there. There's a surplus of guard talent in the league. So regardless, I think he'll probably go to a team that's not necessarily a great fit.
Yeah.
But just...
for sure. For sure. All right, James. What's your favorite NBA moment of all time?
Back out to Allen, his three-pointer bang. I mean, come on. Ray Allen's corner three in the 2013 finals. That is cemented in my head as one of the greatest moments ever. That was just pure bliss.
Yeah.
I think while I was watching that game, I was only was I even 10 years old yet? No, I was 8, 9. Wow, we're really young.
Damn.
People talk low about people that are this young like us, You know what I mean?
We're only 20.
Only 20.
We're only 20.
Still no ball though. But, I had the flu while I was watching this game. It was my flu game. Yeah, no, that's easily my favorite moment. And honestly, not glazing. I'm not. But both of those huge Giannis plays in that 21 finals they were both really cool. You can't even lie. The block and the alley-oop.
Oh, super cool. That shit was not cool, bro.
Did I steal your least favorite moment? No. There's worse. What's your favorite though?
My favorite moment, I think it was game 2, the third quarter. Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, Western Conference semis. Devin Booker had like 25 points in the third quarter when he was going down transition. He shoots a 3 transition and he holds the 3 and he cashes it. It's in Phoenix. The arena goes stupid. Kevin Durant under the rim. He's like,
hey,
that was, oh my Lord. I'm getting chills talking about it right now. I'm not even kidding you. I know. I'm so weird. I'm getting chills talking about this. It's either that or when the Suns went up 2-0 in the NBA Finals.
I would have been happy after that too.
Yeah.
Least favorite moment? Do you have one yet? I was thinking
the oop to Giannis, the block by Giannis. No, game 7 against the Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns. They lost by 50 or 60.
That was just, we've already talked about this on the pod before.
I cried.
Both of our experiences.
I cried.
But hey, that sucks. That is really bad. That's just like holy letdown.
The Mavericks didn't miss. They didn't miss a shot, and Luka was laughing. He was sitting there laughing after every single shot that he made. He was sitting there going, "Dude, what's your least favorite moment?"
Least favorite moment. Now, I'm trying to weigh my options here. There's a couple that come to mind. Some of my least favorite moments are just like players getting hurt, like that Gordon Hayward injury first night that he was a Celtic.
Were you watching that game?
I was watching
that game too. Crazy.
And that was like I'm pretty sure everyone felt uneasy after that one.
That team was supposed to be crazy.
Yeah. I wasn't as I wasn't like that old enough to be super aware about what was happening at the time, but just hearing the buzz when Derrick Rose got hurt, that's he is never was the same player.
No.
When Kobe tore his Achilles, but man, if I really have to think about what moment, like actual game, not being hurt, I don't know. I think I would have to do something like that 2014 because, hey, my name's James. I love LeBron James. That 2014 finals where the air conditioning wasn't working in San Antonio. LeBron is so great, but he's afraid of the heat.
He needs AC.
He needs that. Yeah, he's on the heat and he's afraid of the heat.
And he lives in Miami.
Can't we lock in a little bit more than that? Come on.
LeBron. Dude.
Come on. LeBron. Could have 5-6 championships by now. I don't blame you for any of the losses to Golden State. But
who was beating that team? Are you kidding me? All right. So now, James, I have a game for you.
Okay.
You have 3 strikes. Give me the 2010 All-NBA teams. You can guess in any,
I'm going to go...
by team, but you have 3 strikes total.
Right, I'm going to go with the first team first, obviously. I see the Thunder. Has to be Kevin Durant still.
Would be Kevin Durant.
The Cavs, because 2009 to 2010 season had to have been LeBron's last year on the Cavs, so that's got to be LeBron.
That is LeBron James.
The Magic, it's got to be Dwight Howard.
Yep.
Didn't he star in Jesse?
Yeah.
During this time or something like that?
It was Sweet Life of Sweet Life on Deck.
Sweet Life,
Sweet Life on Deck. Yeah,
good show. The Lakers. Wow, was Kobe really the first team player this year? Yeah, 2010. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Kobe Bryant. Yep.
And then Dwayne Wade on the Heat. Second team.
You're doing good so far. You're doing really good.
Second team. I'm gonna skip past the Nuggets because I'm really unsure about Melo's whereabouts at the time. I think that's who I would go with, but I'm gonna skip it for now. Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, that's Dirk.
Yep.
There's 2 Suns. Oh God, and one of them's a center. Oh God. I'm gonna skip both of those.
Man,
Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
This is far back for me. I was 5. Okay, I was 5 when this team was a thing. No, they're not. The second team's hard. Third team forward on the Spurs has got to be Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Yep.
Lakers forward, that's got to be Pau.
Yep. Pau Gasol.
Milwaukee Bucks center. Is that like Greg Monroe or some shit like that? Is that
First strike?
He was never that good.
Nope.
I'm gonna skip that one for now. Atlanta Hawks guard. Oh, you know, I low-key had this before. I didn't.
Oh, you might have. I don't know.
I don't want to guess. Portland Trailblazers guard. Was Brandon Roy still hoping?
Yep, Brandon Roy. You got Brandon Roy.
Atlanta Hawks guard. Can I ask for hints on some of the remaining?
Yeah, Atlanta Hawks guard.
Atlanta
ISO.
Hawks guard. Is he still
ISO
playing? Oh, ISO Joe.
Yep.
Okay.
Joe Johnson.
All
Joe
right.
Johnson.
That okay. All right. Let me go.
I'll give you a hint.
Or actually, the Milwaukee Bucks center. Let me finish off third team. Do you have a hint for?
He played for the Warriors at one point.
Oh, is this like David Lee? No. He didn't play for the Bucks, did he?
Wrong.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else. There's someone who played for the Bucks and the Warriors. This is gonna piss me off because
Center for the Bucks. For the Bucks.
I've got to skip this one for now. I don't think I'm gonna get it.
For the center Phoenix Suns. It's more of a forward, power forward. Play for the Knicks.
Yeah, but you guys just aren't good. Like,
Okay. Well,
hey, maybe you're good this year. I think the guard for the Suns, could that be like?
I have his jersey.
I'm just gonna look around. Is it in this room right now?
Yeah.
Dude. I know you guys had a nice little tandem of guards at one point. But I don't want to say I think it's the other one. I don't want to say it's Goran Dragic on the second
Who's the
team.
most iconic Phoenix Sun of all time, other than Devin Booker?
Iconic.
The most known Phoenix Sun of all time besides Devin Booker. Who is it? Point guard.
Eric Bledsoe?
2-time MVP.
Oh, Steve Nash in 2010.
Steve Nash.
That is a while ago. Yeah. I was thinking maybe that was past his prime at that point because
Nah, he was still on the...
No, because that's still LeBron was on the Cavs. I gotta think a little further back now. You know, like some of these guys are probably.
You have one strike.
Yeah, I have one remaining bad guess.
You still have the forward on Denver. I think you know that one though.
This has to be Melo was still there.
Carmelo Anthony, yeah. You got that power forward on the Suns. And then you have that guard on the Jazz, and then the center on the Bucks.
Guard on the Jazz.
Center on the Bucks. Last names of the Beeb, my boy.
Man, these are stumping me.
He's really not that good. I don't know how he ended up on All NBA third team. Think about it. He's a white guy. Kind of looks homeless.
What? I think these hints are almost not helping me at this point.
All right. Let's go to the second team.
Yeah,
The forward on the Suns.
We need a forward on the Suns.
Played for the New York Knicks.
Like Tyson Chandler. Is that my last strike, bro? Why would you have
that's the last strike. All right.
That's just the only guy that came to mind.
The ones that you did not get. Amari Stoudemire on the Phoenix Suns. That's the forward. The guard on the Utah Jazz is De'Aaron Williams.
Oh, okay. I always remembered him as more of a net, obviously.
And the center on the Bucks is Andrew Bogut.
Oh, Bogut. So
Was on the Warriors.
Did David Lee play for the Bucks though?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually. Maybe you're thinking David Lee is Andrew Bogut.
I think I was. You know, they're kind of the same.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you were thinking David Lee is Andrew Bogut.
Oh, I remember remember Andrew Bogut? He had that. I always saw it in like worst injuries compilation where he dunked and then he like fell on his arm. You saw that? Yeah. No, that was. Oh, he's really that good.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so what? That must have been the Suns' final year of relevance before.
Yes, it was the Suns' final year of relevance.
The 2010s.
Yep.
So that's why I wasn't okay. Yeah, Stoudemire, I should have got when you said the Knicks too. Steve Nash, I don't know how I wasn't getting that one at first. Darren Williams, fine. I'll take not having that one. That was when. Oh wow, okay. And then Andrew Bogut, what the hell? Oh, Hawks guard. Did I get him?
ISO Joe.
Oh yeah, ISO Joe.
Joe
That's
Johnson.
a hint for that. I like that game. It's a little annoying when you get stumped by guys that are they were really good. Besides Andrew Bogut.
You can get me next episode.
I'll
you
try
can get
to.
me. Although, I think I'm pretty good at those.
Yeah.
I feel like I know, like,
you did not.
You could definitely get me, though.
You did not know historic NBA champions, though.
No, I didn't. I'm not going to lie.
That was tough.
Those threw me off, but.
I had them separated by one every time, though, so I made it really hard.
It's kind of a longer episode today.
Yeah, lots of rants, a lot of not basketball related stuff.
You know, it's fine. I'm sure people don't want to just listen to basketball the whole time, you know?
Yeah, and we need something else besides basketball to post about.
Agreed. Well, yeah. Like I said, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Kick. Afterthought Sports. I'll leave the links in the description below. I will also have all of our tags up here. Yeah. That's episode 15 of Above the Rim. Thanks, James, for hopping on.
I look forward to episode 16. We'll probably know our NBA champion by then.
We probably will know the NBA champion by then.
So
let me know if you guys want to see more IRL basketball content. We can get that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As always, peace.
Peace.